that's a big thing. That your projection overall is upward. You gotta believe that.
It's Nogi Neighbors. So come on in. It's time for another episode with your best friends. I got the flavor. Think we should dive right in. We'll spit facts about gold plaques and high level competition. Look back on old footage, maybe see what we missing. Kick back and train hard is the way that we living. Talk smack and stay humble, having fun on a mission. Big top pressure is the reason why you submitting. Yes sir. Steady pushing forward, no setbacks. Just a couple low belts soon to turn black. And if you hating, better stop that. Cause it's the Nogi Neighbors podcast. White belt.
And we're back, indeed, after another week.
Fun times.
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times. We had a bunch of fun on the way to the previous competition. Didn't have a bunch of fun during the competition, but that's okay. You win some, you lose some. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
I was impressed with the promotion. It was a RPG promotion, and the event was called Battle of the Borough, and it was run by Chad Hardy, one of Chewy's black belts, and I mean, I think it was super professional, and it was a fun event.
Where was it
overall?
Where was it at?
Murfreesboro.
Well, yeah, it was Murfreesboro, but like what? It was like at a college, which was super interesting.
Oh yeah, we were at MTSU Theater, so that was cool.
It was so nice. Like we could see what was going on. They had like TVs in each like get ready, you're about to go room.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not sure what they would call it, but
warm up rooms.
Warm up room,
Get
yeah.
ready, you're about
so
to
they
go.
had a general warm up room, and then they had a red and they had a blue side warm up room, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they put a lot of time and resources into that, and you could really tell. So I would totally recommend the promotion for anybody looking to compete.
Battle of the Borough.
Southeast.
Battle of the Borough 2.
Yeah, he said they'd be doing more of them too, so be looking out for that. It was a cool event, but our personal matches
didn't go quite well. Yeah, they didn't go quite well. So do you want to break them down?
Sure.
You want to?
I can at least break down mine.
Okay.
I watched I didn't do a lot of film study. I didn't watch a bunch of film, but I'll scroll through the dude's Instagram and see what's up. And I'm like, okay, it looks like he pulls guard kind of often. Looks like maybe he plays leg locks and triangles. Cool. So I was gonna come out and I kind of expected him to pull guard, but as soon as we slapped and bumped, like fresh out the grease, he just jumped on my face like one of those face huggers from Alien and hit me with a flying triangle. And slams were illegal, so I was just kind of sitting there holding him, trying to peel him off my head, and then eventually he broke down my posture and was able to finish me. So
it was something crazy.
I thought about maybe walking him, like after the fact, I thought maybe I could have walked him out of bounds and got a reset.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, I
that
feel like
that
they
doesn't
would...
feel very martial to do, to walk out of bounds, but it also doesn't feel very martial to put yourself in a situation where you can get slammed. So I was in like a moral dilemma.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon told me, he's like, I would have slammed him, but no, he's like, no, I wouldn't have. No.
Yeah. Brandon also told me one time, he's like, ooh, if I was you in that situation, I would have elbowed that dude in the mouth, cut him open. And I was like, for real? And he was like, no, I probably wouldn't have done it. But,
he talks a lot of smack, but yeah. So that's yours. It was interesting. The guy that you went against, he had like his fingers taped like he was a football player or something.
He looked like a Ninja Turtle.
He did look like a Ninja Turtle. I was
could
like,
tell he trains
how are
with
you? Yeah. Well, it's like, how are you even able to do anything with this? I mean, okay. But anyway, here's mine. I went against this dude. He had like a regular shirt on. We were like standing on either side of the stage. I was like, why's this dude got a regular shirt on? Is he gonna like do it? So he gets over there and then he takes his shirt off. I'm like, okay, so we're dealing with this bullshit. This BS. I just thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was dumb. I feel like people who take their shirts off and just put a rash guard on. I mean, I look cool without a shirt on too, but you don't see me like taking it off, you know? Only after training. That's an after training thing. Anyway, so he went after it was like obvious he was trying to destabilize me, and he was like keeping his knees real close, and he was just really trying it. I went for the head and arm when I shouldn't have, and then I almost got swept, but then it ended up he got on my back, and then I put my butt in the air and he slid off. And then after that, I think I pulled guard around at a certain point, and I got a sweep. And then eventually,
you came up and got a takedown.
And then I came up. Yeah. I mean, I got a sweep. It was a takedown, I guess. And then he went for another leg lock, and I should have dominated the top of it, and I know should have because I saw a black belt do it to this guy, and he did it like pretty handedly. Like he was in the exact same position that I was, but he freaking dominated instead of falling backward. And we were like in a weird 50-50 sort of situation, and we were just stuck there. He was trying to pull my legs apart, but it's like his arms aren't as strong as my legs, so I was just like, we could absolutely stay here forever. You know what? We did. We stayed there until the end of the round, which was like the last 10 or 15 seconds. So and of course he went for more submissions than me, I guess. So he got the W and then continued on. But yeah, it sucked. I was like,
it sounds like you saw what your mistakes were, and you saw like where you can build on from them, though.
Yeah, I was talking to Brandon. He was just like, "This, you could have gotten up at any point in time right here." And I was like, "No, I wanted to get him down my way, you know, because I knew as soon as I stood up, he was gonna sit down again." And I was like, I just thought that was dumb. I also feel like I could have just used his really really close guard against him.
He had like a really conservative guard, you think?
Oh, 100%. Like he was just like a baby, just like I don't know.
Right.
He was just trying to suck me in. He was trying to suck my legs into him, and I was like, this is not gonna happen.
I could tell the leg lock is what he wanted.
He just absolutely wanted that leg lock, man. And he was built. Dude was huge, especially in the neck area. It's gigantic. So, what was his name? Keith Richards. Anyway,
something like that. I'll
see you later. You know.
Yeah.
I'll see him later at a future time. But yeah, that's just how it went. I hope next time. And I wish we had a losers bracket, but you know,
those are fun when they do them, but they.
It's understandable. They were trying to do it in the
timely manner.
Yeah, in a timely manner. So I understand.
But yeah, we'll definitely come back to that one and be more prepared for the next one. Next up, we got like October 1st, AGF Birmingham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we've got like, I did like a little head count before the stream, or this isn't even streamed, before the broadcast, and I think we've got like 18 people signed up so far.
Okay, just from our gym?
Yeah. Just
Holy
from
crap.
Decatur, not from like Huntsville or Ironclad. Just from Decatur, we've got like 18 people,
including the kids and stuff.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of kids, but that is including the kids. But like that's this far out, like 5 or 6 weeks out. So by the time we actually go, we'll have probably 25 people. I would guesstimate. Yeah. So we're gonna have a pretty deep squad rolling out there.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot of fun.
I think. Yeah,
the last one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we haven't had a big squad since like my first competition and probably like your first competition. Like
it's been a little while since we've had like a.
Yeah, we've been on our lonesome for a good bit, dude.
yeah. We'll have a couple carloads instead of just a carload.
Yeah.
But that'll be really exciting. We'll have a brown belt competing, I think. I believe Ginger is coming out.
Ginger is coming out.
That'll be cool. But yeah, we got that coming up. Also, what else is 4 or 5 weeks out is ADCC. There's been 2 people get injured. One was Thor, John Blank. Sadly, he just had surgery today on his bicep. I think he like tore his bicep off his elbow or something catastrophic of that nature.
Gosh.
And they moved Pedro Moreno down to fill his spot in the 88. So the guy that Gordon dominated.
Yeah, that dude. But that absolute stud. Other than getting dominated.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I feel like this will be his shot at redemption in the public's eye. But like, dude, after that, and you know, Pedro's black belt world champ, all that. Like he's the man for sure. But I don't know, if I was in his shoes after having everybody see like what happened to him against Gordon, I would feel like my confidence would like be shaken to my core after that.
I think everybody's confidence was shaken to their core after that match.
Yeah, dude.
Whenever he said
Yeah.
the level of grappling is abysmal,
Yeah.
like he just put it on everybody
He
in
also
that one
won't-
sentence.
He also won't have to fight Gordon at ADCC, so you know that's
There's that.
after maybe that took a little bit of the pressure off. Maybe that's like, well, I mean, nothing can happen that's any worse than that.
I mean, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
so, but I'm excited to see what he'll do. Sad that Thor's out of it though. I would have really liked to seen Thor have another go at it because he did good last ADCC. And then I can't remember her name. I think it was I think it may have been the Brazilian trials winner. She pulled out with an injury, and they've got Elizabeth Clay in to fill in for her. Remember her, the chick with the side of her head shaved that goes in for all the crazy heel hooks and stuff?
Oh yeah, I think so.
She was like the one person that, or outside of like people that are like in the 10th Planet system, she was like the one person that wasn't going to be at ADCC that I really wanted to see at ADCC.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm happy about that one. I'm a Liz Clay fan for sure.
I'm a Fiona Davis fan.
Dude, yeah, dude. If they had a women's absolute, I'd want to see if she could like go upset whoever wins the.
I thought you were about to
Heavyweight.
say if they had a women's absolute, I'd like to be a part of it. I thought you were
Hey
about
man,
to say that.
I might pull a Craig Jones.
Yeah.
You know, just hop in, get the intergender
Sign the contract.
championship. Yeah.
That's funny. Sign the
But,
contract, Timothy. But anything else on
Sign the contract, Timothy.
sign the contract,
That's another
Timothy?
person who's out of ADCC. Tim Spriggs is not coming.
Dude, he's going to WWE, man.
Well, he ain't
Probably
going to
not.
ADCC ever again.
He might go to AEW first, then he'll go to WWE.
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
I think he'll, dude. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he started ducking matches in in professional wrestling. At
Oh
this
no.
point. I mean, he didn't want Craig. He didn't want Gordon.
Yeah.
You know,
That might be that's his gimmick.
oh yeah. So instead of like
Yeah.
coming out with like a luchador mask on, he just won't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Tim Spriggs, everybody, and then it's just some guy to replace
It'd
him.
be like on the Titantron. It'd be like, I've sent this wrestler to go after you.
Yeah.
I'm not actually a wrestler. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Maybe the Spriggs sprint now is just like him running home.
Oh
'Cause he
God.
just don't want any.
Or running away, you know?
Yeah,
Just
just-
in general.
Just out of there.
Wow. That's
But-
great.
Man, I was real frustrated that we never got to see Tim Spriggs versus Craig. I wanted to see that. So
We
bad.
have, but we have seen it at ADC.
But we have, yeah, but we didn't get to see the
the no time limit.
well, I didn't care about the no time limit part. I just wanted to see them have a match post who's next.
Yeah.
But probably want to get to see it. I don't think that guy's gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, he's gone. I don't know where he went. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
maybe he'll show up in like micro wrestling. Like
Micro Championship Wrestling with all the midgets.
yeah, dude. I tried to go to one of those, but they didn't let me in.
I went to that one actually, or I went to
yeah,
one.
you showed up, and didn't you say they all had COVID?
They all had COVID. Yeah,
Oh no,
I showed up
That's
there.
horrible.
I drove 45 minutes there and back, and I was like, "Where are the midgets?" To like the bartender, and he was like, "They all had COVID." I was like, "Ugh! I can't believe this." I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
That's
And they had like a stand-up comedian, and he wasn't very good. And I was like, "This place sucks." And I just had to get out of there.
yeah, man. That's. I mean, it doesn't get much worse. That's like the worst ending to a day is like
Yeah,
going to micro wrestling.
just excited.
They all have COVID.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Do they have to like, give them a small amount of the vaccine, or do they give them the same amount of the vaccine?
I don't know, man. That's
Anyway, so that we got exciting MMA matches, right?
yeah. Tell them about that.
So exciting MMA matches. Could you throw that to me?
I got you.
I can't quite remember anything. I got CTE. I'm just kidding. So we got Aldo versus some other dude who's I believe he's a Sambo champion. Probably not. Sambo like
Is he at a Khabib's camp or something?
I'm unsure. He's more of a no name, but I think Aldo is just gonna keep fighting and he's gonna do great. Like continue to do great.
Okay.
He's actually not that old. He started fighting in the UFC when he was super young.
Yeah.
So for sure. Then we got Rockhold versus Paulo Costa.
I'm looking forward to that one. You think
Yeah.
Rockhold's gonna make like a comeback in the UFC?
No.
Yeah, I feel about the same.
I mean, Paulo Costa's pretty dumb. I think we can all accept that.
What weight is this fight happening at?
Dude, I don't know. I think it should be at heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. It couldn't be at 205. It couldn't be at 205. I think
Costa was fighting at 85, but didn't he?
he was fighting at 85. He did lose. Well, he days before the fight he negotiated it to be like at 205.
Not a good look.
Not a good
Not
look.
Very professional.
No. And then I think they still had the fight. He just missed weight. That's all it was.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And then who won? It was
No idea.
gosh. Sorry guys. Anyway, so we got Rockhold versus Paulo Costa. Rockhold's dumb, Paulo Costa's dumb, but maybe something cool will come out of it. They'll just punch each other in the face a lot. Anyway, we got Usman versus Edwards. What?
My prediction is lost by like when you check a kick,
Yeah.
your leg breaks.
Oh yeah,
I think that's gonna happen.
that's gonna happen to Rockhold for sure.
Yeah, that's my prediction. Like for real, I think he's gonna throw a kick real hard, throw a high kick. He's gonna check it with an elbow, and his leg's gonna break.
It's gonna check it with okay.
That's my prediction.
I think Rockhold's gonna check a kick and his ankle's gonna break or close to his ankle's gonna break because I know he used to have really really bad staph in one part of his
Does that
leg.
affect your bone density?
I mean, it got really bad. Like he had to get skin
Okay.
grafts.
Like
Like he had like a bandage over his last fight.
Is Nate and Kamzat supposed to be on that card?
Kamzat? No, not
Who do
Nate.
you got for that fight? That's what I want to see.
Dude, Kamzat is a freaking killer, man. He beat Burns, correct?
I
Gilbert
think so,
Burns?
Yeah.
That was insane, man.
Yeah, he had a war with Burns.
That was a war. Like
Yeah.
you can tell that both of them did not want to be in there, but they absolutely killed each other. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. I think Nate's just gonna he's just gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's probably gonna die. Yeah, I mean, I think that Kamzat is really, really good at finding those moments when you're not paying attention, and then he capitalizes on them. So he's always looking at you. He's just waiting for your mind to bend, and then suddenly it's pow. You know.
All right. I think my prediction for that one is it's gonna be another doctor stoppage on Nate's just gonna be leaking.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be leaking blood everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. They should start bottling his blood every time it happens.
They need to just send him in with like some baggies or something.
Yeah, just
Or
to just so that it doesn't like get everywhere. It'd be cool if that were on the card. I would love it if that were on the card.
Is that the next one or something? I know it's coming up sometime soon.
Man, heck if I know. And we could look it up, but we won't. Or
Okay.
no, Jackson, you look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But yeah, we've got that. Also, we've got the fight for Christian.
Oh yeah, Christian Eccles. He's fighting tonight.
The Vanilla Gorilla dude.
Probably fought a day or two ago. Whenever you're listening to this, because
Yeah, but
time to upload.
but he's fighting tonight. Right now, we're in our timeline.
we have anybody else on that card. The one in it's B2 and it's gonna be in Orange Beach.
Orange Beach, Alabama, I believe, right?
I don't know. I don't know what Orange
Anyway,
Beach
so
is.
it's going to be in Orange Beach, Alabama, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. Check out B2. That's B2 Fighting Championship, I believe. And it is going to be awesome. Like, he's going against this actually just sort of fat dude. I'm not
Sort of fat dude.
sort of fat dude. He looks like he trains, but he's also fat.
Usman
So,
and Edwards are on that next card tomorrow.
yes, Usman. I was about to get into Usman and Edwards.
Okay.
But yeah, Usman and Edwards on the UFC 278. It's going to be exciting. We've already seen, this is Usman and Edwards 2.
Okay.
So we've already seen that fight. That fight, Edwards was picking him off on the feet, and I think in the first and the second, and then he started to get tired, and then Usman started getting takedowns, especially towards the end, and Usman won, which was interesting. And I just can't wait to see how Usman's like hands look against like updated hands, like his was it Trevor Whitman that he works with? All right, so he probably works with Trevor Whitman.
Ask.
Either way, his striking has gotten much better,
Yeah.
and like so much better. What he did to Gilbert Burns, Gilbert Burns just getting it, man.
That Kamzat and Nate match will be on September 10th, so we got like 2 more cards between now and then.
Ah, man.
But
I want it now.
That's the one I want to see.
Yeah.
I don't even care to watch MMA all that much anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's like somebody we know personally fighting, because
Yeah.
I'm more into grappling. But that'll be one I'll probably tune in for sure.
But we don't have anybody else on Christian Eccles.
Yeah, it's just him.
Fight. It's just him, yeah.
Yeah.
But his fight's gonna be really exciting. He's such an animal on the feet. He's beating the crap out of me. You know.
That dude is strong.
He's strong.
Like,
He's really strong.
He was built in like a test tube. You know.
Yeah.
He's one of those type of guys. Like it doesn't make sense that like me and him are like the same species.
Yeah.
Whenever he like gets a hold of you, you're like, dude, like this guy's fixing to rip my arm off.
Yeah. He'll go for that Kimura.
Yeah. I was sitting there defending it the other day, and I was like, man, I know he's being nice to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But he's not. I don't feel like he's gonna be nice to whoever he's locked in the cage.
Oh,
with
absolutely
tonight,
not.
so.
His last fight, there was a fight that came outside the cage.
Yeah. We'll get into that. But
We definitely need to get into that because I was
But
excited.
he won that one by Kimura too, so that was nice.
He won his last fight.
Yeah, he knocked the
Kimura?
dude down and got him in a Kimura on the ground.
I thought he just knocked him out and then they stopped it.
As soon as he hit the ground, he had a Kimura on before the dude.
Dang,
could
were
even-
you there?
Yeah, I went. Me and Brandon were.
Oh, we were both. Yeah, me, you, and Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
That-
Mind. Anyway, but yeah, that was super exciting. But the fight that happened outside the cage was even better, because there was some baby mama drama.
All right.
And like it suddenly you see like multiple people fighting each other. Somebody tried to get into the cage, and like the promoter threw him out, and then he jumped in the cage again, threw him out.
People were going out. You know.
It was pandemonium.
Yeah.
I'd say
That's very Coleman, Alabama. I would say.
very Coleman, Alabama. It was just awful. But you know what I loved about that fight the most?
What's that?
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Just the cops that were there. That were just like, yeah,
Just
we
not
could.
really prepared, man.
Not prepared. Just like 5'6", just ready for nothing. Ready for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just thought it made me think, like, especially when there are sanctioned fights, right? Mm-hmm. So this could be happening at a Waffle House, and somebody calls the police. But whenever the government gets a little bit of money, it's okay, because the competitors had to pay pay the commission to bit. It's crazy.
You can't even go fishing without the government getting their piece.
At this point, yeah. What's up with that in Alabama? I've heard in other states, you don't need a fishing license.
I don't think that's true.
I believe it's true. I've talked to multiple people from other states where
I know. I know, like Tennessee
we didn't need to do this
I know,
at all.
Tennessee and Mississippi, you do. But I mean, I haven't fished anywhere besides those. But
I'm not sure myself. We'll have to do some research on that, folks. We don't have a Jamie, unfortunately. Oh, you gonna do some research? But yeah, it was exciting. I don't know how we got on to fish stuff, but I could talk about fish all day, especially about how what.
Let's go ahead and get into the PG. You were about to get into overfishing again.
Yeah, I was about to get into overfishing and how it's destroying our our world.
Well, let's get into the PGF.
Oh yeah, we got a PGF Atlanta, guys, tomorrow morning. Fish are really weird.
Fish are weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I think humans are a lot like fish. Because, like, when you think about it, like, some humans, like it just don't take much, and they'll just die of anything.
Yeah.
They're like trout, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then some humans, like, bro, they could get struck by lightning, hit by cars, survive cancer, fall down mountains, and they're just good. Like, they're just getting up and going to work the next day. They got that, like, that mentality. Those are like catfish, because you can't kill catfish.
Yeah.
You can eat them, but I don't think you can ever really kill a catfish.
They're all alive.
If you've ever, like, caught and cooked one, like, you'll catch it, and then, you'll be skinning it and everything, and, like, it never really dies.
I used to drive spikes through them, and they just wouldn't die.
Yeah, man, I mean, you could...
So weird.
Like, there's just nothing you can do. Like, they're just eternal.
Okay.
So some people are like, be a catfish. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
But, so PGF this weekend.
Who's all going to that?
It'll be in Atlanta. We've got Billy Baxter, and I think he may have already got an invite to the PGF, but he's going anyway. Samuel Accord, he made it to the finals against what's his name, the fella from Cookville, Maximus Jolly. He made it to the finals against him in one of the qualifiers. We got David Garcia. He's a really good grappler from 10th Planet Lombard. Juan Martinez, he did pretty good in the last one. He's got some gnarly looking triangle setups. Simon Davis, Lance McConnell, gonna be given another shot. Alex Tanzi, he's another 10th Planet Atlanta representative. Ishmael Love, I think he trains under Kevin Sherrill. Tristan Morris, another 10th Planet Atlanta guy. Joe Kai, he's got his name on here. And then Billy,
he's coming.
Cahill. So we'll see how that men's bracket goes. What name are you most excited for that you know?
Joe Kai. Joe Kai.
I want to see Joe go take that one.
Joe Kai's gonna do really good.
Yeah. Anybody carrying around that 10th Planet Atlanta name, I've been impressed with so far. So
yeah,
any of those guys.
I'm surprised Kevin Buring isn't going for it, but I guess
I don't know if he can make 55.
Yeah, I'm not sure he could do that.
55's pretty, and he may be waiting until last minute to put his name in the hat so nobody else signs up.
Yeah, so nobody leaves.
That's what I meant. So nobody tries to back out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then in the women's, after a few weeks of the qualifiers going on, I didn't think there was going to be a women's bracket because it didn't seem like there was enough interest. But here lately, they've really been showing up and showing out. And Joanne Chamberlain, and there's already one 10th Planet Atlanta girl that's qualified for this season. I do not know how to say her last name, but Anna from the last one, she ended up winning the last one. But we've also got Joanne Chamberlain throwing her name in the hat, seeing if anybody shows up to face her so she can win her.
We need Liz to go over there.
I think Liz and Kaya are both going to the last one. So they're not going to the one tomorrow, but I think they're both going to North Carolina for the last one.
Okay.
So I'm super excited to see how they do. Always love watching them compete. But yeah, dude, I can't wait for PGF this time. I think it's going to be sick. I'm gonna if they're gonna do it during the workday, I'll take off work to go to that. So, whatever PTO I've got left.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the stream to start, and then have to go to open mat maybe, some stuff like that. But yeah. It should be earlier in the day. It should be right before open mat. Should end before open mat.
Probably.
So should be exciting.
They usually try to start them about 10 o'clock, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Do you have the paper?
No.
Okay. Oh,
Behind you, I think.
that's not it. Oh, yep. It's right here.
There you go.
Sorry, guys. I believe we've hit most of our things.
Most of our topics.
Most of our topics.
All right.
But
What do you think about carrying cows?
carrying
I've
cows?
been thinking a lot about that. You know, like that.
Who's gonna carry the cows?
No, not like
David Goggins?
Not like David Goggins, but like you know that old like folk tale about the fella who, like, there was a calf that was born, and I think it had like a broke leg or something, and he would carry it up the mountain so that it could drink, and then he'd carry it back down the mountain.
Yeah.
And he did that every day.
Yeah, Madame Zeroni?
Is that his name?
No.
Or
Continue with the story.
But and then like he did that every day, and as the cow grew and got bigger, he got stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like at some point the cow would just get too heavy.
What is the general... do you think they get up to like 600, 800 pounds? We are Googling it, folks. But
How heavy do cows get?
What I was thinking was that you were making a Holes reference from the movie Holes. You know, you will...
That might be from Holes. I don't know where that
I don't think
came
it is.
from.
I think
From
it was
something.
a pig. I think it was a pig.
Maybe that was maybe they got the inspiration from this like folktale.
He went to the magic lady and she was like...
Yeah.
She was like, you take this pig, you bring it up the mountain, you let it drink, you let it eat, then you take it back down.
Holes in a long time.
Holes is a great movie.
It is
man.
a great movie.
It's so good.
It says cows can get up to like 2,400 pounds.
So yeah,
Nobody's
it would just...
carrying that up a mountain. But like,
No.
at what point can you, like, how many months does it take or years does it take before the cow gets too heavy?
I feel like it would come on quick. Like, if you're like feeding it right, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're feeding it, you know.
Well, I mean, I thought cows just ate grass.
They eat grass, but can't you make it eat feed as well? Like
What
cows.
is feed?
I don't know. It's whatever you want. It's like corn syrup or just corn. They'll eat corn, I'm sure.
I thought that was like corn syrup was like the unhealthy stuff they put in like snacks.
Oh, for sure. And it's also what they feed cows to make them fat.
They just feed them snacks.
I think so.
You seen my mom used to live in Japan, and
What I know about your mom, that doesn't make any sense, but continue.
yeah, my mom used to live in Japan, and she was telling me about Wagyu beef. You know about
Wagyu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about the Wagyu steaks. She said that they would like keep the cows in these air conditioned rooms, and they would like pet them and like sing to them and like let them drink alcohol all day, and like that's how they make Wagyu steak. That's why it's so good. Is because the cows live like very blissful, like luxurious lives.
Yeah, you can taste the happiness.
I mean, I haven't had Wagyu. Have you?
No, I've never had Wagyu steak, I don't think.
I'd love to try it.
Sure.
From what I've seen, it's like butter. It just like
I'm sure
melts
it's
in your mouth.
expensive
Oh yeah.
as heck.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's why they're all... Dude, I have this theory. Did you say Japan?
Yeah, she used to live in Japan.
They have this idea that all meat has to be super, super good. But here in America, we don't care.
Yeah,
You know?
There's some bad meat over here.
There's some bad meat over here. It doesn't taste good and it's barely edible, but we're eating it, you know? And that's why we're growing huge. I know there's a genetic component, all right? But a lot of people in Japan don't eat meat as much as, you know, the general average American eat.
Yeah, bro. I was eating some hot dogs the other day, and I was really just like questioning what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, why?
Yeah.
Like
What is this?
like hot dogs. I feel like they're good,
Mm-hmm.
and they always sound like a good idea,
Yeah.
but they're rarely ever a good idea.
I feel like they're only a good idea if you put them in the microwave with the bun.
I mean, you're already wrong about microwave.
you need a bun with them.
Like, I know some people boil them and some people grill them.
Well, you gotta boil them before, but then you gotta put them in the microwave
Why are you putting them in the microwave if you've already boiled
just
it?
to warm them up, because you put them in the fridge for amount. So you boil a lot of them, and then you put them in the fridge, and then the next day you eat one, you put it in the microwave.
Okay, I was just using them as like an easy meal at work because I was throwing them in the air fryer.
Okay.
And I've heard you can cook anything in an air fryer, so I'm gonna test that.
I ate some pizza bites in the air fryer.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Air fryer
I'm with
does
it.
it. Air fryer does
I'm
it.
with it. How'd we go from cows to hot dogs? That's not the same. Oh, because Japan.
Meat in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Air fryer is the best.
you know who's really passionate about cows? Fidel Castro.
I didn't know he was very passionate about cows. I thought he was just passionate about being dead.
Well, I mean, he is that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was really into the meat. But he had some. Look up Fidel Castro Dairy Adventures.
Dairy Adventures.
So he is the Cuban dictator. You know, they don't have a great dairy industry down there because it's just hot, and I don't think dairy cows thrive down there. So he kept trying to like breed cows to get like a cow that would produce a lot of milk, but would also like be able to live in the Cuban heat, I guess.
Okay.
And he was trying to like convince his like team of scientists to breed like very small cows that people could just keep indoors, like in their apartments.
Like
And
a
then he
cow
would have-
dog?
yeah, like doggy cows. And then he would have like he was trying to like convince people that it would be a good idea to have these doggy cows and have them eat like grass that would grow in their apartment with like fluorescent lights or something, or whatever kind of lights they use to grow stuff indoors.
Okay.
So
And
he
that
was,
was-
yeah, dude, he was trying to like
Where'd you learn this?
YouTube.
Oh.
I get down rabbit
I mean, it's probably
holes.
true. It's probably true. Why would someone make that up?
I mean, they said he would. It's
pretty cool.
I mean, there's evidence of like him being like crazy about dairy. Like he spent like crazy amounts of money like trying to improve their dairy industry, and there was like accounts like people saying he would eat like 26 scoops of ice cream a day.
My God.
I mean, I think I could probably do that,
Yeah, me too.
and I'm lactose intolerant, but I think
You could.
I probably would. I mean, I've drank 3 milkshakes in a day before, so I could probably handle that.
Yeah.
But
I've eaten a whole thing of Bluebell ice cream. You know, like those quarts.
yeah,
thing?
dude, Bluebell is great.
Yeah, you can just go through that, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Like, if you had that kind of power, what would you do with it?
Of the power of Fidel Castro.
Yeah, probably not the most powerful man in the world, but like, but you can do some
I'd put
stuff.
jiu-jitsu in every school,
Yeah, I felt like
and
that
no
was-
one would have a choice about it. Like like if parents were just like, it's too violent, I'd be like, nah, man, doesn't matter. This is
Fair enough.
this is the new sport. This
I feel
is
like
the
that's
sport.
I do feel like that's at least like a net positive use of the power,
Yeah.
but
It would I would definitely abuse it in many different ways. Be like, no more dollar. We're gonna get a Dollar General. Where am I a dictator? There, in Brazil or not Brazil?
Cuba,
Cuba.
sure, yeah. You don't have like, you don't have
Amazing.
like, yeah. You don't have like the most power in the world, but you've got like too much unchecked power for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'd do that. I'd put it on TV. Put jiu-jitsu on TV. I don't know why it's not on TV.
Is that like all you do is like jiu-jitsu stuff?
I do a lot of
power?
jiu-jitsu stuff for sure. I'm not sure if Cuba. They might have it, but no, I wouldn't do universal healthcare. Yeah, I think.
So
I'd
you do like
universal
normal political
healthcare
stuff.
Yeah, no, normal. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd create a castle for me.
Well, the first thing I would do is I would try to like discover Atlantis, because I don't feel like anybody's out there really trying hard enough right now.
Yeah.
There's like these rings of like salt deposits in the Sahara Desert, and they pretty much match like Plato's description of Atlantis. And I'm convinced that's where it was.
You are.
Somebody's got to go out there and do some research. It ain't gonna be me.
I mean,
But if I had the power of Fidel Castro, I'd be out there digging around right now.
I mean, I'm sure there was an island that had something called Atlantis on it, and then it just fell into the sea because of tectonic plates. I'm sure that's what happened. I'm not sure
Is
if
What state is it that people are talking about, like eventually, like with the tectonic plates moving, that they're gonna like be lost at sea? Is it
I believe it's
Florida?
California.
California. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be like a long time from now, people will be talking about
It's already a wasteland.
LA like it's Atlantis.
Yeah.
Like it'll just fall off.
Like what happened? Like we don't believe that people don't believe that it was ever a thing.
They'll be talking about it like, oh, it was the mecca for jiu-jitsu, and
Yeah.
and they had all this other stuff that.
Yeah. Eddie Bravo died in the Great Collapse.
Oh man,
Man, that would suck.
This got dark.
Yeah, it did. Well, but I'm just saying, maybe he got out. Who knows? We might have to send a helicopter.
He'd probably get swatted by like the Gracies or something.
Yeah, they definitely make sure he would have no way of escaping.
Yeah,
That's what
I
they would do.
I was listening to Mo's live stream earlier this week, and he said, 'cause, everybody's always like, well, Eddie dominated Hoyler in the rematch. And like, no, it was technically a tie.
Yeah.
Mo was like, nah, shut up. Eddie won. Eddie beat the crap out of Hoyler, and I was like, your boy. And he's a big Hoyler fan, so hearing him say that, I was like, Mo knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he seems to have his priorities straight. I'm glad. Everybody should just know that he won in an awesome way.
yeah,
I think. I don't know. Hoyler.
Brandon wrote a song about it.
Brandon wrote a song about it. Check it out. What's it called?
What was it? I dominated Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Stormtroopers. All get on that.
all the Gracie clones.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us again for the episode of Nogi Neighbors. Keep your eye on the PGF qualifiers. We'll see you next week.